The following singles contest is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, being escorted to ringside by the megastar Marion Fontaine. He weighs in at 285 pounds, wrestling out of Lincoln, Nebraska, the Big Rig, Brodie Lee.
Straight from Pistol Transport comes this 300-pound monster. Brodie Lee, working for Marion Fontaine. This is the man, this broad back, these broad shoulders will hold the task of defeating Kevin Nash and Aaron Draven in a hell of a tag match at Resolution 4. Fontaine may have a couple supporters, but bottom line here is that, ladies and gentlemen, Brodie Lee is focused. And another man who's focused that I believe may be taking your position, Mr. McGuire. Oh, we got some company.
Hey, I'm good friends with Matt, so I'm gladly giving my share.
You better get out of here, because you're the reason he's not the champion right now. You got him on some kind of loophole to get him out of here for 2 months. You're doing something. Get out of here. Matt Cross going to join us, and it's no secret why. You were out here, Cross.
And his opponent, he weighs in at 210 pounds, wrestling out of Cleveland, Ohio. He is the whole shebang, Johnny Gargano.
Just moments away from this collision, and certainly I don't think you're losing any sleep, Mr. Cross, over the fact that Josh Prohibition is playing so many mind games, not just with yourself, but with Gargano. Gargano seems to be the victim of this moment, because before he gets to you, before he gets to Josh Prohibition on pay-per-view at the Jacobs Pavilion August 7th, he's got to get through 6 foot whatever, 300 pounds of the Big Rig Brodie Lee.
Joey's up to his old tricks again. Too cowardly to fight his own fight. Went out there, found a man twice his size to do his dirty work. More of the mind games Josh Prohibition is famous for.
That's right, Josh Prohibition wasted no time. Now, we thought that Josh Prohibition was the man in the ski mask attacking Johnny Gargano, but now we know the man in the mask is working for Josh Prohibition. Do you have any insight on that relationship and who it might be under that mask?
It could be anybody. Josh has had a very storied career, very long career. We've been all over the world together, and he's got a lot of contacts, let's face it. I mean, who knows who he's pulled out of what, when, and where to bring out here. I thought it was him, to be honest, under that mask, so who knows?
I'm certainly waiting with bated breath to find out the answer, and Marion Fontaine has no shortage of contacts either, bringing in Brodie Lee to take on Omega Aaron Draven and Kevin Nash in a huge tag team war. And I want to get your take on that very briefly, because we have two very young, athletic, agile athletes in Fontaine and Draven on opposing sides. But then you have literally the biggest confrontation, stat for stat, we've ever seen in PWO, Brodie Lee and Kevin Nash. You're familiar with all 4 of these men's careers. What's your take on that encounter?
It's going to be insane. I mean, Kevin Nash in PWO, who would have ever thought? I mean, from a personal standpoint, seeing Big Sexy live and up close will be a moment that I never forget.
But let's get back to brass tacks here. How do you feel, Matt, over the fact that Josh Prohibition flat out has blatantly said to you that there would be no M-Dog 20 Matt Cross without Josh Prohibition leading you along the way?
Josh has always had a large ego. That's more of a sign of that than anything else. He may believe that. In his own convoluted, crazy mind, that's the reality that he has built for himself and that he lives within. We all can see otherwise, but that just shows you the psyche of Josh Prohibition.
So you're saying even though he took the initiative as the more vocal of the group and the more aggressive of the group, did not necessarily mean he was leading it behind the scenes?
No, absolutely not. I think history has spoke for itself. I've been to 16 countries now, coming off WWE's Tough Enough. I've done well for myself, and I don't see how Josh Prohibition can stake any claim in my success.
Okay. You've certainly had a tremendous career, 10 years plus all over this world. You feel that Resolution 4 is your chance to prove the Steve Austins of the world wrong. your chance to prove the Bill DeMotts of the world wrong, Booker T's, that say that maybe Matt Cross isn't ready to shine on a grand stage, isn't ready to shine on a worldwide level. Well, PWO's grandest stage is Resolution 4, worldwide pay-per-view. What does this match with Gargano and Prohibition mean to you, not just from a professional standpoint, but from a personal standpoint, based from Tough Enough?
What an opportunity for me to silence all those critics, all the people that saw Matt has a wet blanket personality. Matt's a boring individual. Here's my chance to go out there by myself, show people what I can do, what I'm all about, what I bring to the table, and why they let a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, a once-in-a-lifetime talent, someone that they broke the mold on a long time ago, slip through their fingers. Resolution 4 is my opportunity to prove them wrong.
And I think another big difference here is you obviously have a tremendous wealth of respect and appreciation for everybody that was on that Tough Enough series.
Absolutely.
But it seems over the past 3 or 4 years, you have lost much of that respect for Josh Prohibition and especially Johnny Gargano. And I think there will be no reservation or hesitation from yourself, Matt, on August 7th.
Absolutely. If I learn anything from Tough Enough, you have to seize that opportunity, and that's what I'm going to do. Resolution 4.
And Gargano seizing an opportunity here with Big Rig. Brodie with a huge side slam. This is the first major marquee match we've seen Brodie Lee in. If you were in the ring with a man like Brodie Lee, what could possibly be your strategy, especially with Fontaine at ringside and Brodie on the roll he's on and Kevin Nash in tunnel vision?
A man of that size, you better hope that you're faster. You got to stick and move Muhammad Ali style, get your shots in when you can, and stay out of the way of that big boot.
Brodie charges through with the elbow, and certainly, Matt, I'm sure you hope that a lot of softening up is done here in this matchup, but you want enough of a piece of Gargano left for Resolution 4. You want to take credit and be the guy that not only hands Gargano his first Resolution loss, but also is the man to put the final nail in the coffin of Gargano's career, like you said, unfinished business.
Absolutely. I don't want a beaten down, a bloodied, bruised Johnny Gargano. I want him at his best. I know he's a hot up-and-comer. Some argue that he's the next big thing. I want him at his best. So when I beat him, people know where I stand.
That's right. Certainly outlet covered by Brodie Lee. In the future, if you can get through that full circle three-way dance with a victory, you still got to be thinking about the PWO title. You never got that championship opportunity that you had earned before you left for California. Aaron McGuire got some contract loopholes in place to get you out of the area, out of the equation, and into Los Angeles a little early. Oh my gosh, the agility of Brodie Lee. Certainly, the PWO title has to still be a high priority in your mind.
Absolutely. It's not something I forgot by any stretch of the imagination. That's always forefront of my mind. This is my home company, my home state. I would like to represent it. I feel I do the best. I was the champion. I never lost it. Everyone can see that. I'm just trying to show everyone I deserve at least that chance to get it back.
Well, if you get there, you have one of two very intimidating athletes to go through, as Jason Bain will meet Crimson, and there'll be no disqualifications near Fall Center Ring at Resolution 4 at the Jacobs Pavilion, former Nautica Pavilion. Can Bain and Crimson anything they want to each other. Two of the most intimidating forces I have ever seen anywhere, one-on-one for the PWO title. Do you have any sort of assessment on that confrontation?
I'm glad I'm not in that match. I'm glad I have more history with the guys I'm in there with. That match is going to be sadistic.
Well, jackknife powerbomb attempt by Brodie Lee. He's put everybody away with this, but Gargano counters.
That's why Johnny's so dangerous.
Matt, we've never even seen anybody take Brodie off his feet yet in PWO, and he's been here for, 5 weeks now? This is amazing.
If there's anyone that might be able to do it, it's Johnny.
Well, certainly it's great to see you giving Johnny Gargano the credit he deserves, but...
he's a talented individual. If he would have just... Josh Prohibition was maybe too good of a teacher. And those underhanded tactics that he continues to use today that other people don't see, and I seem to be the only one with their eyes open.
Such as avoiding you for a number of months in your eyes.
Absolutely. In my eyes.
Certainly a Josh Prohibition staple for many years as well. We've seen Josh, well, wait a second, missing the charge in the corner. Gargano has, there's a truck stop. That's gonna do it. No! Gargano survives, and for the first time, Brodie Lee is meeting a bit of a test. And this is resilience you've seen all too well, Matt. Last year, Resolution 3, you seriously injured Gargano's neck.
Absolutely.
but still the adrenaline was coursing through Gargano's veins, and for a split second, he was the better man.
Only for a split second.
And you'll have your chance to certainly prove that in just an amount of days on the 7th. Gargano catches Brodie on the outside and hits a tope. And Gargano wipes out Fontaine. And you know Gargano is driven by his disdain of Josh Prohibition. Gargano does not want Josh to defeat Gargano, whether it be literally or figuratively. But can he get the man off his feet? Brodie's down! Brodie's finally down!
Wait,
Joe,
Joe, what is this?
That's that mask guy!
What is this?
That guy working for Prohibition!
You gotta be kidding me.
Josh's mind games. He's gonna take the mask off!
Hey, what the?
It's Josh! Josh Prohibition in the ring. This match is over. And M-Dog getting a piece of Josh. And we got a brawl on the outside now. It's Matt and it's Josh. It's Gargano and this mask guy, and they're brawling. This is chaos. Tempers are flaring days away. Wait a second, back in the ring. That's Aaron Draven. Draven gonna get a shot in. Got caught in midair. Oh, Snake Eyes. Another message to Kevin Nash, and the boot takes Draven down. Draven is down. Draven is hurt. And Brodie Lee has done his damage, and he's done till resolution. Aaron McGuire out here gloating. He's back out. It's Justin LaBar from behind. LaBar's got the Free Fontaine sign. LaBar rips up that sign. Fontaine, Brodie Lee out here chasing LaBar out of here. This is all hell has broken loose with Resolution 4 on the horizon. LaBar getting the hell out of here and left in the ring. Fontaine and Brodie can't bully LaBar like that when Kevin Nash is here August 7th, when Kevin Nash is at the Nautica Pavilion. Well, wait a second. Josh is left in the ring. Gargano's up. Matt Cross is up. Josh is cornered. Ladies and gentlemen, Resolution 4 goes full circle. Resolution 4 goes into overdrive on pay-per-view. Go Fight Live, Jacobs Pavilion.